Hello, Julie here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm sharing a layout with you that I created with the supplies from my design team kit from K4U. They have a sale at their Zibbet store and I'll put a link to that below. It's only that store. Their other net store is normal priced. And I'm not sure how long the sale is going to go for, but as long as it's showing 50% off on the website, you will get your 50% off, so check that out. The layout that I created today uses a sketch from a course I'm doing with Allison Davis, which is a using up your 6-inch paper pads course, and there are 20 sketches involved. The paper I'm using is a basic grey 6-inch paper pad and it's called Indian Summer. I have cut heaps of 1.5-inch squares from an assortment of papers from this book, and I'm going to ink the edges. I think the design calls for 29 or 30 squares. I ink the edge of each of the squares and start laying them onto my layout background, which is a piece of plain white cardstock, following fairly closely the sketch that is supplied with the course. Once I was happy with the placement of my squares, I used my T-ruler to start attaching the squares because they have to be on a 45-degree angle, which of course means that a point, one of the corners has to be directly in line with the other corner. So using my T-ruler I can get that point, and then I can just work off of that one piece of cardstock. So I go ahead and use my art glitter glue to attach all of my squares to my layout. The sketch calls for a 12-inch strip across the top of the layout. It says 1/4 inch, but I made mine a bit bigger. I think I made it 3/8, so not quite 1/2 inch. To do the 12-inch strip, I had to cut 2 strips of the paper and butt them up to each other in the centre. When they're attached, it looks quite good. You would not realise that it isn't a 12-inch piece. My photo measures 3.5 by 6 inches. It was originally a 5 by 7 and I've trimmed it down. Now I'm going to mat it on some white cardstock because that will help it stand out from the multicoloured squares in the background. I made the mat a 1/4 inch wider and 1/4 inch longer than the photo, so that I've got about an 1/8 inch showing all around. Once I had my photo attached to the mat, I used my Kaisercraft ink cube called Bark to ink around the edge of the white mat. Once again, this will help it stand out from the pattern paper. Before I attached my photo to the layout, I took the layout to my sewing machine and stitched across all of the squares. Another trick to help your photo stand out from the background is to use some foam or cardboard or something behind it. In this case I'm using a bit of craft foam. I'm just cutting it down and I'm going to use my craft art glitter glue, to attach the foam to the photo and then attach the photo to the layout. To embellish my layout, I wanted to add some hearts, so using the same pattern paper I cut some plain hearts, and with some white cardstock I cut some scalloped hearts that fit. So the plain hearts fit inside of the scalloped hearts, so that just a little white scallop border is around each of the pattern paper hearts. I inked the edges of all of the hearts and then used my glue to attach the pattern paper hearts on top of the white hearts. Once I had my hearts assembled, I attached them to the layout so they overlapped the photo. This meant that I had to use some foam on some of the hearts in some of the areas where they were sitting sort of off the photo so that they'd sit flat. So I went ahead and attached the foam where I needed it, and then attached each of those hearts to my layout. For my title, I used my scan and cut once again. I wanted to have the title saying Beautiful Girl, but I wanted in 2 different fonts, so I created that file in Canvas, and I've got the Beautiful in a cursive type font and the Girl in a script, and I'm going to use my glue to attach that to the bottom of the layout, sort of off to the side and underneath the photo. So that completes my layout for today. This layout came together very quickly and very easily because I was following a sketch, and the beautiful papers from the basic grey Indian summer paper pad that matched so nicely with the wind cheater my granddaughter has on made it very easy to bring this page together. Don't forget to check out Craft Supplies for You's website for their sale, and I'll put a link to that below. If you're not already a subscriber, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and if you click the bell next to the subscribe button and then select all, you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. So thanks for being here with me today, and I hope you can join me for my next video.